In the heart of the sunny, green jungle lived Eddie the elephant. Now, Eddie was big, grey, and super gentle, but for some very silly reason, he was absolutely convinced he was tiny. Can you believe it? Every single morning, he'd wander over to the lake, peek at his reflection in the water, let out a big sigh, and say, "Oh, poor me. I'm the smallest animal in the whole jungle. No one can even see me." High up in the trees, the monkeys would hear him and start to giggle. "Eddie," they'd chatter, "you're taller than our treehouse." But Eddie would just shake his head and wave his trunk. "Oh, you're just being nice to me," he'd reply, not believing them one bit. One sunny afternoon, Eddie decided to play hide-and-seek with his friends. The little parrot hid inside a leafy bush. The quick rabbit zipped into a hollow log. And Eddie, well, Eddie tried to hide behind a skinny little tree. As he squeezed behind it, the whole tree started to shake, leaves rained down, and his big round bottom stuck right out. Be quiet, they'll see me," he whispered loudly. Of course, everyone saw him. His friends couldn't help it. They burst out laughing. "Eddie, you're not hiding." They giggled. "You look like you've become the tree." Eddie just frowned. Maybe I just need a smaller tree," he mumbled to himself, still thinking he was small. A little later that day, Eddie saw a tiny mouse struggling to carry a huge crumb of bread. It was almost bigger than the mouse. "Wow," Eddie said, amazed you're so strong for a giant. The mouse stopped, dropped the crumb, and blinked its tiny eyes. "Me, a giant? Eddie, I could take a nap inside your ear." Eddie tilted his big head, looking confused. "Really? But I thought I was smaller than a pebble." He just couldn't understand. Just then, the sunny sky turned grey, and big, splishy-splashy raindrops started to fall. It began to rain hard. All the little animals scurried around looking for cover. But Eddie had a brilliant idea. He stood tall, spread his big, wonderful ears wide, and stretched out his long trunk. "Everyone, come under me," he called out in his friendly voice. The rabbits, the birds, and even the mouse with his breadcrumb all huddled together under Eddie's belly. They were all warm, safe, and perfectly dry, while the rain poured down all around them. It was like they were under a giant living umbrella. When the rain finally stopped and the sun peeked out again, the little mouse looked up and squeaked, "Eddie, you're the biggest friend we have." Eddie blinked in surprise. He looked down at all his tiny friends gathered safely beneath him. He looked at his big feet, his long trunk, and his giant ears. And for the first time, he saw himself not as small, but as wonderfully, usefully big. "Well," he said, a huge smile spreading across his face, "I guess I am kind of huge." From that day on, Eddie the elephant never tried to hide behind skinny trees again. Instead, he proudly became the jungle's favorite umbrella, the happiest big elephant you could ever hope to meet. Thanks for listening to our story today. If you enjoyed Eddie's adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fun stories every week. See you next time.